no. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Eliav Gabay. He's Corey Mose, and we're back at the desk for week 9 of overtime. And Corey, we were just talking about how really fast this season has gone by.
Yeah, man, it's been crazy to believe it's already week 9. I mean, we haven't even had the chance to wear all our suits yet, man. And that's really what hurts the most.
Oh, yeah, he needs to settle down. We're going to keep it moving before he gets too emotional. It's time for our game of the week with our man, Jonathan Polasic. And before Corey loses it, because I know he's emotional like that, we're going to check in with Jonathan Polasic, who is out at Ratliff Stadium.
Well, guys, this is some real good high school football weather, if you ask me, but the breeze made it just a little too cold, in my opinion. It's just, like I said, the breeze was just made everything a little bit worse. But, you know, it just paved the way for some good old-fashioned smash-mouth football, and that's exactly what we got between these two teams in Midland High and Odessa High, as they met for the 100th time tonight. And with that, why don't we go ahead and take a look at those first half highlights. It's the 100th meeting between Odessa High and Midland High. It's also homecoming for Odessa. Let's start with Midland on the first drive of the game. Quarterback Landry Walls looking for his man, but he can't corral it. Instead, it ends up in the arms of Caleb Lozano for Odessa with a nice little return. After a change in possession, Caleb Sims takes the handoff and lowers the boom and continues to drive his legs. The Broncos would later score a touchdown, but miss the extra point. Midland back on offense. This time they decide to hand the ball off to Daniel Garcia. He bounces it to the outside, cuts up the field, goes back down the sideline, and will take it all the way into the end zone for a 51-yard touchdown run, and Midland would take a 7-6 lead. Midland back on offense again, and it's Daniel Garcia again, this time from just 1 yard out. Huge hole into the end zone, easy touchdown. Midland goes up 14-6. That would be your score at half. Let's hear from Coach after the game. Now I'm here with Coach Anaskavich of Midland High. And Coach, you got the win tonight. Your defense came out swarming, but you know, how were you able to contain Odessa's offense despite having limited film on them?
Well, we did a lot of base stuff. We didn't know what to expect. They really did a pretty good job of throwing us some different formations and different looks. I thought our kids did a pretty good job of adjusting. There were a couple of series where they executed really well, especially that first series of the second half. And then I thought in the fourth quarter, our kids played really well. They had to overcome some things during the game, and I thought, you know, really for the first time all season, we did that in the second half.
Absolutely. You got your first win on the season, but it wasn't necessarily the cleanest game. Like you said, you overcame some stuff. But what do you feel like your team needs to work on heading into the rest of the season?
Discipline. Just, you know, cutting penalties out and doing things they're coached to do, the little things. You know, I thought we did better in that area, but penalties are still hurting us.
Well, congratulations on the win. Thank you for your time. Good luck on the rest of the season. As Coach said, you know, penalties were the name of the game tonight, as flags just, you know, negated so many big plays, or so many potential big plays. Both teams will look to correct that throughout the rest of the season. Now, your final from tonight from Ratliff was Midland 26 after a late safety, Odessa 14. Eliav, Corey, back to you.
Thanks, Jonathan. Now get inside before you catch a cold, please. And Corey, I know you're not a fan of the low temperatures, all right?
Wow, you know, it's crazy how you know that and you still have our apartment set at 60 degrees.
I told you I'm thick, okay?
Oh my God, it'd be your own roommates, bro. But the Panthers were hot coming off their upset win against Lee last week. So let's see if they kept the momentum going in Abilene tonight. Doo-doo. All the way out in Abilene, the Panthers, well, they were prowling onto the field for a cold and windy Friday night. But I know one man that was blazing, and he goes by Shy Stevens Deary. He takes the ball and puts on the burners all the way to the end zone to put Mojo on top 7-0 early in the first. Abilene would respond though, as Abel Ramirez sneaks one into the end zone just like Tom Brady does all the time. But goal line touchdowns are something Tristan Johnson has done all season for Permian, as he adds another one to his resume to give Mojo back the lead. Now, Jashari Houston, he would have the last laugh though in the first half with this 50-yard touchdown score, and the Eagles would eventually upset Permian 27-25.
Now let's check in with Stanton hosting IDALOU Wildcats, wasting no time getting going. Brock Leatherwood, what a name. The fullback finds the edge and he finds room running. Nothing anyone can do. Wildcats on the board early. It's 7-0. All right, but come on, you gotta love this. Check out the bench, showing their bruisers some love, but Stanton with the ball now. Their second drive is helped by 2 personal fouls. Wildcats don't like it, but Stanton doesn't care. They're gonna keep rolling. And in the red zone, 4th and goal, Tyler Benedict rolls and throws, incomplete, broken up by Ryan Lozano. And you'd think he might be tired after a long drive. Well, you thought wrong. Next play from scrimmage, Lozano going, green ahead, and he is gone. That's 92 yards for the Wildcat TD and the Wildcat win.
Now, Eliab, it was quite the scene at Ratliff tonight, am I correct?
No, of course, especially since it is a rivalry game. Here's the sights and sounds from the 100th regular season matchup between OHS and Midland High.
At this time, please join me in a moment of silence for Jasmine Marie Melendez.
Quite the scene there for that moment of silence there for Jasmine. And you were out there last night at the softball game. Can you explain everything for people who may not know what's going on?
That's right, that's right. An MHS Bulldog was tragically lost earlier this week. However, you can donate to a Venmo account that we posted all over our social medias that goes directly to either the Melendez family's medical expenses and or you can contribute to a scholarship fund that is for future MHS softball players. So MHS making the most when it comes to a community coming together in a really, really tough time. But until then, we will come right back.
Wash your hands, avoid sick people, and touching your face. There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. Brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and
Welcome back to Overtime. Corey, let's give the people more of what they came here for.
Sounds good to me, Brody. More highlights on the way, and we're going to start all the way out in Fort Stockton, and that's our next stop, where the fans came prepared with their blankets. Big cozy vibes right there. But Big Spring didn't come out soft as Gabriel Baeza finds Pablito de Hoyos, who jukes out the man and the camera. Big Spring leads 7-0. Fort Stockton driving out. Jay Lee Ibarra takes a toss and finds a hole wide enough to fit my mom's minivan. That run was good enough for a first down. The Panthers make it all the way to the red zone, but Dominique Aguilar throws a pick in the back of the end zone for the first turnover of the game. Final score would be Big Spring 7, Fort Stockton 28.
Fort Stockton making things happen in district play, but it was also the last home game for the Ira and Braves this season, taking on a tough McCamey squad. Badgers ball when Ivan Rubio. There was a short pass to Rodriguez, who says, "I'll take it from here, my guy." 20 yards to the house. McCamey up 7-0. After turnover on downs, McCamey ball again. They hand off to Rosas for another Badger touchdown. That makes it 14-0 in the first quarter, and McCamey would keep chugging along to victory. Final, McCamey 55 and Ira and 7. All right, the time has almost come for top plays, but before we jump into that, let's get into scoreboards.
Yeah, Greenwood got a dub tonight that they really needed. 17-14 over Snyder. Andrews continue to show off their high-powered offense. 56-27 over San Angelo Lakeview.
All right, let's keep it rolling here. Next page, Cohomo. Whoa, big 60-piece. And Reagan County is no joke, folks. That's a big win. And then Forsan, 56 to Haskell's 14. Forsan rolling.
Yeah, they continue to win. I think that's the second straight. Next one, Midland Trinity. They got some points on the board tonight, but they didn't get the dub. They lost to Wichita Christian 72-30. And Garden City's defense was stout tonight, winning 52-0 over Midland TLCA.
All right, let's keep it rolling. And Midland Christian, number 4.
Sheesh.
They get upset on the road. Liberty Christian wins 24-19. That is a tough Taps whole conference, really.
Yeah,
everything going on with
tough
Taps.
one. And you know who's tough? Rankin.
Yeah.
They beat Grady 52-0 tonight, and 52-0 to Balmorhea, because guess what? They scored 76 against Grand Falls Royalty. 76-0. Sheesh, Balmorhea, you're disrespectful.
Yeah, both of those top ranked in the whole state. Borden County also one of the top 10 ranked teams, 66-0. Everyone beating with goose eggs as well. And then Marfa, Fort Davis gets the win, 28-13. And now, let's get to top plays. But first, let's explain how they can get involved.
Yeah, that's my job, right? All right, let's do this. We're about to show you 3 of our favorite plays, right? From this week, of course, not from last week. Then we're going to post these plays to Twitter, and that's when y'all come in. Go to our Twitter page. Oh, I thought I was going to say down below, but it's not down below. Our Twitter page is at NewsWest9 Sports, all right?
Don't forget it.
Don't forget it, and vote on what you think should be our big-time play.
All right, ready? Ready?
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
Let's go. Top plays of the week. First one comes from Ratliff and Midland High, making 50 yards look easy as the Bulldogs weave their way to the end zone. Big money moves.
For our second play, the Lobos hit the ground game, and that's Samarius Cooley, skirt, all across the field, jukes off the safety, and he's going to be gone, folks, for nearly a 70-yard touchdown to give them the lead.
Man, big time TD, but Pecos got back at Monahans with a big time play candidate of their own. Over their shoulder catches for days. Come on. Nice.
All right, let me get serious. Y'all got a hard decision
He's
at
not
home,
wrong,
man.
though. That was sweet.
Y'all got a hard decision. Remember to vote for our big time play. Just head to NewsWest9 Sports on Twitter, and we'll reveal the winner on Tuesday.
Yeah, and if you weren't able to catch any of our coverage of your team, this sweet look right here,
chill out, man.
something like that, if you want to look at all that, head to newswest9.com or go to, as he's been saying, NewsWest9 Sports on social media. For now, he's Corey Mose. I'm Eliav. Goodbye. We love y'all, and have a great weekend.